I'm Dr. Adam Sharp, and here's a little bit about my background. As an emergency physician, I saw a lot of problems. I saw all of the failures in the system that filtered down to the emergency department. We saw everything from people coming to the emergency department for, quote, unnecessary visits because they couldn't get their medication filled, but they didn't know where else to go. I had people who came in who were not acutely ill requiring the hospital, but their living environment was not conducive to healing. A man called 911 for abdominal pain. The paramedics came and picked him up and brought him to the emergency department. I walked in to see him and he said, "Doc, I just gotta be straight with you. I'm having hunger pains." I thought, well, all my medical training has not helped me to get you food. And that's really what we're trying to do at Galvan. We are trying to help people to take ownership of their health and their wellness. If we decide that I'm not going to exercise despite all things that are pointing in that direction, well, that's up to me, and I should deal with the consequences. But the system should be aligned such that I am rewarded when I do the right thing. It's also using the blockchain and digital rewards in a way that in the future, it's a way for us to know that the transactions are complete and accurate and that somebody else isn't getting a better deal than I am when we have the same illness and live in the same area, because that just doesn't quite feel right. That's a future state of where we're going. But in my mind, if we were able to do this in a way that we trusted the information, then even research, again, we wouldn't worry that it's been passed through the lens of somebody else making money or somebody that we don't trust, whether that be a government or a pharmaceutical company or whatever it is. A few of the specifics that I feel are vital to the technology of blockchain and how it helps with health and wellness is that the blockchain is decentralized. It runs on nodes across the world for anybody willing to track it. So we don't have to worry that it's controlled by some entity that has some incentive that maybe actually isn't aligned with my personal health and wellness. So specifically, if I can track that I got my heart rate to a certain amount that has been proven in multiple studies over decades to help me to be healthier, and I can put that on the blockchain and be rewarded for it, that's novel. That's amazing. That motivates me to make sure that I've taken the time to focus on my own mental health and wellness, which by doing that in and of itself could drastically improve all of our lives, and has personally for me as I've been using this technology. Part of what I want you to think about is what are the incentives for the people that you've ever interacted with regard to your health? If you think about those incentives, and if you think about the way that who do pharmaceutical companies actually report to, or who do insurers report to, even those well-intended, amazing people that work in those industries, the reality is at the end of the day, they report to someone. And we believe that that someone should be you. And that's what the blockchain does. What is my big, bodacious goal at Galvan? It's so ambitious, I'm almost scared to say it, but the reality would be to create a blockchain that serves the purposes of all health and wellness across the world. To know and trust that what they're receiving is the actual best practice, best evidence, but they're also being incentivized to do the things that they can control, so helping them to be their best self. And so that's really my big, bodacious goal would be that we create a platform by which the people own it and the people control it, and we help to emphasize that as the basis for wellness.